Good morning, students. I'm Miss Tania Poveda. I'm going to be your teacher for Entrepreneurship 3. Welcome to my class. Okay, before I continue, I would like you to make sure that you have with you a pen or a pencil. It can be any color, it's okay, black or blue, whatever you have there in your house. And a piece of paper. The materials that we're going to use the rest of the year is pretty much the same, some paper and a pen. So you can use the same folder that you used the last year. You probably have it at home, so go for it and use it. So take a few seconds to go for it. I'm going to wait here for you, or you can pause the video. Okay. Well, today we're going to start with this. This is SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis. Maybe for you, this is a new word. SWOT analysis. Okay? So now probably the first question is like, okay, what is a SWOT analysis? Good, thanks for asking. Well, a SWOT analysis, we're going to read this technical definition. After this, I'm going to explain. It says, SWOT analysis or SWOT matrix in blue here, you probably, if you pay attention on the screen, this is me, okay. So it says, SWOT analysis or SWOT matrix is a technique used to help a person or organization identify strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats related to business. Okay, among all these words, which word do you think is like the most important? Of course, besides analysis. Which one? I give you options. Maybe technique, maybe help, or maybe business. The most important word in this paragraph to talk about what a SWOT analysis is technique. Technique. Here it is. This is me. I'm circling the word technique. It is designed for use in the preliminary stages of decision-making processes and can be used as a tool for evaluation of the strategic position of a city or organization or any other group of people or entities. So again, in this second paragraph, which word or words do you think are the most important? Maybe preliminary, maybe processes, maybe tool, or evaluation, or group of people. What do you think? Well, the most important word in this second paragraph is tool. Tool. Why tool? Okay, let's think about something we can touch. Let's talk about a table, right? Probably right now you are by a table. So to make a table, you need materials, but you also need tools. You probably need a hammer. You probably need a saw. Okay, so what are you going to do with those tools? You are going to use them to build your table. It is the same here with SWOT analysis. It's a tool used for business or, like here in the end, a city, organization, or any other group of people. It's a tool used for people or group of people or entities to make decisions. So we have this expression, decision-making processes here. So you're going to use this technique as a tool to make decisions. That is a SWOT analysis. It's a technique used as a tool for decision-making processes. It means that once you have the analysis, here we have the word analysis, once you have the analysis of your SWOT, you are going to make decisions. In a company, it's very important that you have very clear your SWOT analysis so you can improve your business. You can grow. That's why you use a SWOT analysis, to make decisions, okay? So, what is SWOT analysis? You can read this again. And what do you use it for? For making decisions. What do you need to make decisions in a company? Because you need to grow, because you need to continue working in the market. Remember that market is, the group of people, your clients, etc. So you need to be part of it. That's why you need to know how your business is. You need to study, to analyze. Okay, this is my favorite part, because here we finally know the meaning of SWOT. And this is really good because, as you can see, let me change this. Okay, laser pointer here. Okay, can you see this red point here in the middle? That's me. Okay, so we have SWOT, the meaning of each word. SWOT stands for letter S for strengths, here above, weaknesses, W for weaknesses, O for opportunities, and T for threats. Very, very important that we pay attention on the spelling and on the pronunciation. These 4 words, we're going to use them for a few weeks. So it's very important that right now, that is probably the first time that you heard about SWOT analysis, you remember very well how to use them, how to pronounce them, how to write them. So right now, by yourself, I'm going to ask you to listen and repeat after me. Are you ready? Okay. Strengths. Strengths. One more time. Strengths. Good. Next. Weaknesses. Weaknesses. Good. Now, opportunities. Opportunities. One more time. Opportunities. Next, we have threats. Listen carefully. I'm saying threats. THR, threats. Got it? Okay, let's check one last time. You see the spelling? How to write it? Okay, follow with your eyes and read it. I'm not going to say anything. You just follow the red point and say the word. Again. Okay, you probably did it right. Let's continue. This one with W. Pay attention on the spelling. We have double S here. Double S, we have EA, weaknesses. As you can see, all the words are in plural. So it's very important you pronounce until letter S in the end. So go and repeat or say by yourself. 1, 2, 3. Again. Okay, I'm pretty sure you did it right. Next, you see we have a double P here, right? Double P, and in plural again. So now you say it by yourself, opportunities. Come on, 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more time. Okay. And finally, again, pay attention on the spelling. THREA, EATS, threats. So now say it by yourself. One more time. Okay. Try to listen again this part and repeat it later. So you make sure that you are pronouncing the words correctly. Why is it that important? Because we're going to use them a lot. And because these are technical words that we're going to use in the future for businesses or right now for other groups of people. Remember that it's a tool that we use in a group of people. It can be individuals too, but we're going to talk about that later. Okay, so here in this chart, we have again strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. What are these? These are the factors. These are the factors of a SWOT analysis. It's not only the meaning, they are also factors. At this point, I would like to have a volunteer to read. Any volunteer? Okay. I know it's kind of hard right now that we are in our homes, but I asked someone to read for me. So we're going to start with this one, green chart here on the left with strengths. Listen to the reading, follow with your eyes, and let's pay attention. Are you ready? Okay.
Strengths. Strengths are factors which the company holds expertise in and contribute towards the continued success of the organisation. These are the basis for the continued success of the organisation and will assist in gaining the organisation's mission.
Okay, so that was my volunteer number one. Now let's go here, blue chart, opportunities. Let's go with opportunities. Listen carefully. This is my volunteer number two.
Opportunities. The environment within which our organization operates offers opportunities. An organization can identify such opportunities and enjoy benefit arising from them by planning and executing required strategies.
Okay. So that's the definition of opportunities. By now, we know strengths and we know opportunities. Okay, now let's continue with weaknesses. Weaknesses. Purple chart here on the left above here. Let's listen. Follow with your eyes.
Weaknesses. Weaknesses are factors that prevent an organisation from meeting its mission and achieving full potential. These weaknesses hamper the organisational success and growth.
Okay, so that was weaknesses. And finally, we're going to close with threats. Threats. So let's listen to my volunteer again, and she's going to read this last part here. We are on the pink section. We are here. By the way, it's very important that at this point you are taking notes. That's why you have your pen and your paper. So make sure you're taking notes, at least of the most important words. Anyway, you can watch this video again and take your own notes later. Okay, are you ready? Here, pink chart, threats.
Threats. Threats are factors existing in the external environment that jeopardize the profitability and reliability of the organization. Such threats are uncontrollable and prove to be a risk to the stability and survival of the organizations.
Okay, so thank you very much to my volunteers. That was the reading. You can read again by yourself. Now, we have a little, a short exercise. You don't have to do it perfect, but try to copy this chart on your folder right now. So make these lines like this. You see this chart, you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertical lines. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 horizontal lines. Make sure that you have strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Make sure you have these. Do it now, come on. You don't have to do it perfect. You don't need a ruler or something like that. These are just your personal notes. And above, you have this, internal analysis, external analysis, positive analysis, and negative analysis. Are you drawing your chart now? I hope you are. So again, what do we have to do here? Here we have to check here, like this, we have to check in the correct box. So what we're going to do is to classify each factor, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats into. We're going to identify if they are internal or external, and if they are positive or negative. Something very important about this is that if it's positive, obviously it's not negative. So you're going to have a check or here or here. Same for internal and external. So we classify into internal or here or here. Each factor is going to have two checks. So let's go back to this presentation. Strengths. It says factors which the company holds expertise. So according to these lines, these two lines, do you think it is an internal factor or it's an external factor? It says which the company holds. The company. Oh, something I'm forgetting is that when we're talking about internal, it means that it's something we have control. We have control on this. Something in your company that you can change, you can take decisions. It's inside the company, it's inside the business. It happens in your building, it happens in your company. And because it's internal, you can change that. You can make it better. It depends on you, on your company. What happens when it is external? External, these are things that you can't take any decision about that. You can't control that. For example, you have a business and the government has regulations. Can you control the regulations of the government? No. So in that case, the government is going to be an external factor. Okay? What happened right now with this crisis we're having around the world because of this virus and all this situation? Is it something we can control? No. It's an external situation. So it means that it's going to affect your business. And there is nothing you can do about that because it's external. Okay, so that's the difference between external and internal. Well, and positive and negative, okay, it can be both internal or external, but remember that positive is something that is going to make your business grow and be better, and negative is going to make your business go down or break or finish with your business. So it's something very bad. Again, now, strengths. According to the reading that you had here. The good thing about this video is that you can pause here and you can read by yourself and go back to this part. And you are taking notes, so it's kind of good. Okay, so in your opinion, strengths, it's internal or external? Can you control your strengths? Yes or no? If you can control, if you can make it better, you check here. If you cannot, here. Strengths, it's something positive or it's something negative? Let's continue with weaknesses. Okay, so weaknesses. Can you take decisions over your weaknesses? If something is wrong Can you change that and make it better? Can you take that weakness and make it better, make it grow, and become this weakness into a strength? It is something you can control, or you cannot. You are weak and there is nothing you can do about that. Okay, so check in the correct box, the one you think is the best. So weakness, or weaknesses in plural. Is it something positive for your business, or it's something negative? So if you think it's positive, check here. If you think it's negative, check here. Okay, now opportunities. What do you think? It's internal or external? It is something positive or it's something negative? Just check. We're going to check the answers after this. Threats. Internal or external? Positive or negative? What do you think? Remember, each factor is going to have 2 checks. It is internal or external, one of these. It is positive or negative. So each factor is going to have 1 check here or here, and other check here or here. Make sure that each factor has 2 checks. Did you finish? Okay, let's continue with the next chart. It's the same one, but now we have the right answers. Okay, do you remember that I told you that internal is because you can take decisions and you have some control over it? Okay, good. So yes, strengths and weaknesses are internal factors in a company. You have something good. You are good at something in the case of strengths, and you can keep like that or make it better. You can take decisions over this. It's the same with weaknesses. Something that is not good in your business, something you are doing wrong, or something is not going very well, you can change that. You can make decisions and make it better. So strengths and weaknesses are internal factors. Now, strengths, yes, I'm pretty sure that you knew this one, is something positive. Positive because it's going to work good for the business. And weaknesses are negative factors. It's something negative because if you have a weakness and you don't work on that, your business can break. Your business is not going to work very well. Okay, so that's about internal factors. And obviously, well, we have opportunities. It's an external factor. Why it is external? Because it doesn't depend on the company. It depends on the environment. It depends on external regulations. It depends on other factors that are not in your hands. So let's suppose, like right now, some people are taking this crisis as an opportunity to open businesses. So why? Did they create this crisis to have these opportunities? No, but they saw the opportunity in the market. Maybe people need food to be delivered in their houses. People need internet. People need digital devices. So there are other people taking the opportunity of these external factors, of this external crisis, and start to grow, start a business. That's why it's external, because the companies didn't create this. It was external factors. It was a crisis. So that was an opportunity to make business for some people. So because we have the opportunity to grow, we have the opportunity to open a business, it's going to be something positive. It is a positive factor because it's going to help you to grow. It's going to help you to have a business. It's going to help you to help people. And the opposite, we have threats. Okay, in this case, I'm going to start with explaining why it is a negative factor. Well, threats is the opposite of opportunities. It's something that is going to be very bad for your business, and sadly, it's going to be so bad that probably your business is going to go down, it's going to break, or it's not going to grow anymore. So that's why it's negative, because it's going to pull you down. And it's external because, again, it's going to make your business or your group of people or you to take decisions that you didn't want to. And again, we can take this example like very clear right now that we have this situation around the world. It is a threat. It is a threat because a lot of business are breaking, are closing, because this is something external. They can't make decisions over that. We can't decide when this is going to stop or not. It is not in our hands. That's why opportunities, which is positive, and threats, which are negative, are external, because they are not in our hands. We didn't create them. Okay, so as I told you before, make sure that you have 2 checks for each factor. So strengths, 2, internal and positive. Weaknesses, internal and negative. Opportunities, external and positive. Threats, external and negative. And let's continue. Okay, this part is like really, really cool because we have some time for a self-analysis. So we have 2 people there, a man and a woman. And let's think about qualities. Let's think about characteristics of people. Let's think about personalities and skills and environment and everything around us. So I would like you to think about yourself. I would like you to, maybe you can close your eyes if you want to, since we are not in class and we don't need to watch we can watch the video again. Think about yourself. And I want you to think about your qualities, your characteristics, your skills. What are you good at? What are the things you need to improve about yourself? And we are going to do this exercise. We're going to work on this. This is going to be a personal SWOT analysis. Personal SWOT analysis. We're going to write down 1 or 2 characteristics, 1 or 2 factors about us. Don't worry, we are not going to check it right now. You don't have to present it here right now in front of everybody. Do it in your house, in your folder, and do something like this. Do something like this. Remember that you are taking notes and you are writing down information. So this is an exercise to, now that we know all the theory about SWOT and the meaning, internal, external, positive, negative, now that we understand all that, now we're going to practice a little bit with the person, with the entity that we know better. Ourself. Think about you. Think about your strengths and write down here in your chart 1 or 2 strengths. In other words, write down 1 or 2 things that you are good at. Maybe your strength is that you are good at singing. Okay, that's your strength, that's great. Or you are good at drawing, or you are good at playing the piano, or you are good at playing tennis. Okay, here on strengths are the things that you are good at. Things that are inside of you, that you can make them better, that you can make them grow. So think about that and write it down. Come on, take a few seconds for that. You got it? Remember that these are internal. You see on the left side in orange, it's internal. It means they are inside you. In a business, we could say they are inside the business, but right now we're in a personal SWOT analysis, so this is like an exercise. And what are you good at? Those are your strengths. Now let's think about our weaknesses. Maybe my weakness is that I'm not sleeping enough. Maybe I'm sleeping only 4 hours at night. Okay? It's something you need to improve. It's something you can make decisions and make it better. Or something that you can take out of your life. Maybe your weaknesses are that you eat too much. So you need to stop. There is something you can do about that. Maybe your weaknesses is that you get really nervous speaking in public. Like really, you stand there in front of people and then you just like forget everything. Okay, so the microphones are not your thing. So probably that's something that it's in you and you can work on that. So think about 1 or 2 weaknesses that you have, that you can make decisions and make it better. You got it? Okay, and now let's go with external factors. External factors, opportunities and threats. Remember, this is a personal SWOT analysis. So, external factors. You are a young girl, you are a young boy. Hopefully next year you're going to university, you're going to study, or you're going to work. So, right now, as the person you are right now, what opportunities the environment is offering to you? Think about what your parents are giving to you. Think about what your school is giving to you. What opportunities is the environment offering to you so you can grow and be better and take advantage of this and build yourself as a better person? Well, maybe one opportunity is that you study in a bilingual school, so you have the opportunity to learn English. Maybe you have the opportunity to work with your parents. Maybe your parents have a business, so that's an opportunity that they created for you. It's not inside you, it's not in your hands, it's your environment. So this is an opportunity that your parents, your environment is giving to you to work in a family business. Think about other opportunities that you probably have and I don't know. Maybe you have the opportunity to train a sport, to train volleyball, to train basketball, to train tennis, or train soccer. So think about those opportunities. Remember, opportunities is what the environment, what the people around you offer to you. One or two. And finally, let's think about threats. Remember that threats is negative? It is in your hands? No. No, you can't make decisions about that. You can't control that, but you can take this. You can take this and make it an opportunity. Like right now, the environment. What threats do we have right now? What threats do you have as young people, as Ecuadorians, etc.? Okay. For example, obviously, like the biggest threat we have around the world is that we can get sick. If we go out and if we don't take care of ourselves, that's a threat. Okay, so what we can do, what can we do about that? It's just being careful. Take care, stay home, be informed. Okay, so that's a threat. It can be this situation right now. Another one, as young people, maybe going out too late during night. It can be a little bit dangerous. Okay, so think about that. It's personal. I'm not telling you what to write down here. No, these are the factors I'm explaining, but you think about your personal situation. And again, you don't have to tell me right now. Obviously, we can't do it now, but we can talk about this later. You are taking notes, so you probably have something like this right now. Okay, this is me. On your folder today, make sure that you have the date, you have the title of the class, SWOT analysis. Make sure you have the definition of SWOT analysis, the meaning of each letter, SWOT, the chart. And this one is my favorite part. I would love to read this someday, so make sure you have it on your folder, so when I see you, I'm going to read it and check, and we can talk about that, okay? 1 or 2 strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So, yeah, this is me, as you can see. Here I have short hair. Okay, and this is me talking about my SWOT analysis. So make sure you have this material on your folder. And that's it. Okay, I hope you enjoy. And if you have any question, you can text me anytime. I'm going to send this video very soon. And really, really, I hope to see you as soon as possible. And thank you very much for your attention. Bye-bye.